tapta jivanam kavibhiriditam kalmashapam Sravanamangalam Srimadatatam Bhuvi Grinanti Ye Burida Janaha Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, your gospel is like nectar and bliss, showered upon the pain-stricken lives of suffering humanity. It dispels all the sins and misdeeds of life. It brings welfare in life, the spiritual beauty, prosperity and grace spreads through and through one who listens to your holy message. They are the real givers in the world who preach and pronounce the nectar of your message to the suffering humanity. Om peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So we were reading the Gospel of Ramakrishna and we are on page 893. Last time we were here listening to the conversation between Sri Ramakrishna and Dr. Mahendra Sarkar. And he was also discussing that issues with Girish Ghosh and others who were present, arguing with them, convincing them that God cannot be a human being, so don't do so much respect, so that is, don't make Ramakrishna an avatar, no? He didn't like it. So that was always the fight whenever they meet together. Anyhow, the last Sri Ramakrishna that they spoke lastly, that God is doing everything. Everything is happening by God's will. And given the example, the children, they see the potatoes and rice is jumping in a boiling pan. They think that they have the potatoes are jumping. They have their life, as it were. Potato has a life, rice has a life, lentil has a life, no? So we are all we are working. So ignorant people think we are doing, I am doing. But nothing happens without the will of God. That was Sri Ramakrishna talked about that. Children see it and think the potatoes, eggplants, rice are alive, as it were. And so they jump that way. But the elders here, people of wisdom, people of knowledge also, who know, explain to them, the children, that the vegetables and the rice are not alive. They jump not of themselves, but because of the fire under the pot. If you remove the burning wood from the hearth, then they will move no more. Likewise, the pride of the man, that he is the doer, springs from ignorance. Like a child is ignorant about the truth. That's why he does not know. So similarly, ignorant people do not know that God is doing everything. Everything, good, bad, whatever, it is His doing. We are only instruments. And this they don't understand. Ignorance covers them. Avaran, clothes, covering, and Bhikshepa, what is called the projecting aspect, is making it that we are active. But it is all active because of the Lord's presence here, and it is His will working. So that's a very high state. That can be understood by only people of wisdom. Ignorant people will always think, I am the doer. I did this. What did you do today? I did this, I did that, I did that. You give a chart from morning till now. What did you do? You will give a chart of your activities. And actually I will also do that. But a lover of God who has the wisdom generated, he'll see everything is pulsating because of God. It is God's will. You are only instrument. You have no freedom. Self-will, we say, that is also His grace. He has given something. But it is all happening by His will. If one can think that he is a man of wisdom, he is a person of wisdom. So, likewise, the pride of the man that he is the doer springs from the ignorance. Men are powerful because of the power of God. All becomes quiet when the burning wood is taken away. The puppet dances well on the stage when pulled by a wire, but they cannot move when the wires are taken out, no? Wires are snapped. You saw the finger, with the finger, the puppeteers so. Puppet is fighting. Where, in early days of our childhood, puppet show was very popular in villages. There will be puppeteers will come, they will put themselves under the veil, and the puppet will be seeing outside, and this puppet is fighting Ravana and Rama and all these Indian puppet shows and anything all related to God. Ravana, Rama, Krishna, this demon, killing demon, this, that. But there is called Ram Maidan or something is there. Ram Leela Maidan. There still goes on. Of course, laser beam they do it nowadays. But puppet show is also there. Every child thinks that the puppets are fighting, that they are all real. But it is the strings pulled by someone behind. So like that, I am speaking. I think I am speaking, but this who is somebody is pulling that like that, the hand jumping, my mouth speaking, and cutting like that, holding like that. No. So the puppet dance well on the stage when pulled by a wire, but they cannot move when the wire snaps. A man, now today's reading, we have just connected that link. Ramakrishna continues, a man will cherish the illusion that he is the doer as long as he has not seen God. As long as he has not seen God. So long as he has not touched the philosopher's stone. So he will cherish the illusion, I am the doer. I did that, I did that. Whole world is a fight between I did that. Who you claim? I wrote this. You are saying you did it. I edited it. You did that. I went to finish that work, and you are taking the credit. I did it. And neither the other person did, neither I did. Somebody did. There is a statement: Rath bhave ami dev, path bhave ami. আর কি কি মূর্তি ভাবে আমি দেব ভাসেন অন্তর্যামী. Think of the chariot festival. When the chariot is moving, there is a Lord's chariot, no? In the ISKCON, it happens in the Venice beach. Do you go ever? You should go once. Soon the Ratha Jatra is coming on the 20th or something. This within few days. You can keep an eye. You can participate in that. So there is a chariot festival. Big chariot is made in replica as is done in Puri Jagannath. So there will be Jagannath, Balaram, Subhadra placed, and there will be people will pull with some rope, and it is believed that if you touch the rope and can pull the chariot, then you merit much. Acquire much merit, punna. Your sins will be expiated. So now when the chariot is moving, the road thinks, Rath bhave ami dev. Oh, who is driving? I am driving, I am going. So the Rath means the chariot or the car thinks I am moving. Rat bhave ami dev. I am the deity. I am the deity. That's why people are pulling me. Rat bhave ami dev. Path, the street, before that it is all, they make it clean and perfect and pure because they, and the king of Odisha, that's a tradition. Pratap Rudra started that, and before that also. The king had to sweep like a sweeper, sweeps the whole road because Lord. So, path, the road, in that road, he thinks, I am somebody. That's why they are sweeping and cleaning me, honoring me. They are all honoring me. The chariot is thinking, they are honoring me. The road thinks that I am been honored by this way. And Murti, the deity, the image, what is called the symbols of divine, they think I am being honored, I am being praised. No? But Hasen Antarjami, the indweller, God, who is sitting in the heart of all, he is smiling. They do not know. All this is going for my glory, and they don't talk about me. They are thinking, all are taking the credit. The chariot say taking the credit, the road taking the credit, and the deity is thinking that I. Deity is because the Lord is there, that's why the deity. That means people, so long ignorance is there, Ramakrishna's word is very philosophical. We are ignorant, so this ignorance will make us egotistic. I may be humble, but sometimes humility is also an ego. I am humbler than you. I am nothing. You say two times nothing. I said I am 3 times nothing. So that's why, as long as he has not touched, the individual person has not touched the philosopher's stone, that means touched God, experienced God, felt identity with God. This awareness, so long will he know the distinction between his good and bad actions. So long we are in ignorance, we will have to see what is good, what is bad. You cannot get out of that. This awareness of distinction is due to God's Maya, and it is necessary for the purpose of running his illusory world. You may say, why it is going on? God wants to play. And to play, he needs to create some drama. All the dramas are people, why? You want to play. All good friends, they make a plan that we will enact a drama. No? All dramas are written by somebody, is it not? It may be sometimes there is some truth, but mostly it is an imagination of some people. And then with that imagination, everyone takes a role. I will play in this king's role. One will be in the soldier's role. He will be in the poor citizen's role. So we are all free souls, but we take different roles. And when we are in the role, we ignorantly think, I am the king. You are not a king, you are a friend of mine. And I am a subject, poor subject under your king. Oh, sir, oh, Lord. You are not Lord, I am not poor. I am also your friend. But in the ignorance, in the drama, we have to play like that. So this is the play drama of God. God wants to play in his own sport. Ramakrishna gave the pleasure example that there is a play. It's called Granny. Granny, you should, when you are touched, you can anyhow touch Granny, then you become free. No one can touch you. But before you touch the Granny, anyone can catch you and you become a victim, no? So that is a play. But Ramakrishna says, Mother does not want that you go and just touch the Granny first. Then her play will be disturbed. So she wants that the play should go on. That's why it is she playing. You are only identifying that I. You don't bring your I. then it is hard play going on. What you have to talk about? In the play there is smile, there is joy, there is cheerfulness, there is sadness, there is melancholy, there will be suffering and pain and all. It is all fun. It is not real. It is both. That's why in literature it is called the rasa, hasya ras, karuna, tarpore, different types of rasa. Vira bhav, vira ras, all this ras, different rasa. That means experiencing different types of sentiments. That's the fun. Even being free, they do that. So this mother's play going on. So that's why Ramakrishna says that so long will he know the distinction between good and bad, as we are, bad actions. This awareness of distinction is due to God's Maya. God placed this Maya, it is necessary for the purpose of running his illusory world. If he gives everyone knowledge, then the creation will not be there. But a man can realize God. Very, very simple solution. We always want 10 point, 20 point. What Buddhism said, this system said, that system, and head goes on reeling. And we like that, we have to practice this, we have to practice that. But we don't follow what simple practice Ramakrishna suggested. Very simple practice. What he says, God, but a man, here man means man and woman, both, but a man can realize God if he takes shelter under his Vidya Maya and follows the path of righteousness. Very simple formula. It's not giving very high demanding qualities necessary. As Vedanta will say, you have to read the Vedas, apatato dhigato akila vedartha, asmin janmani janmantareva kammo nishiddha varjana purasharam. All these high qualities are mentioned. What? You should have to study these scriptures, Vedanta, Vedas, Vedantas, and you have to know the essential meaning of that. Then you have to Sama, Dhamma, Titiksha, all these noble qualities, Viveka, Vairagya. And Ramakrishna says simple thing, that's why no one listens to him. Ramakrishna's gospel is saying that but a person can realize God if he takes shelter under his Vidya Maya. And if he can go and surrender and say, oh Lord, please, you do the prayer, oh Mother, I throw myself at your hallowed feet. That type of prayer is the Vidya Maya. Release me, oh Lord, release me. Release me from bondage, release me from suffering. I don't want anything, I want to see you, I want to love you. That's to touch the philosopher's stone. That is the point. The straight cut. He who knows God and realizes Him is able to go beyond Maya, following the path of righteousness, following the path of truthfulness, honesty, very basic things, and loving God. So simple formula, loving God and crying for God and taking shelter at the feet. He who knows God and realizes Him, that person is able to go beyond Maya. He who firmly believes that God alone is the doer and he himself is a mere instrument, is a Jivan Mukta, a free soul through living in a body, though living in a body. So this is the point. Sri Ramakrishna is giving such a high praise for simple living and loving God rather than making life more complicated. Says that to think, I am not the doer, day and night. If one can take one attitude, there are so many ways of realizing God, but here Sri Ramakrishna is talking to a bhakta, to devotee, to give the imprint in this mind that whatever is done, sincerely feel that it is not I, this is a machine. Machine cannot do anything. In a split second something happens, but right side is paralyzed. What will you do? Someone is got brain stroke, no? Stroke, mass. So who is actually controlling everything? If I am the controller, I should have full control. I should not have disease, I should not have suffering, I can control them. But it is, to understand it is really we are his instrument. To do that, this attitude itself, he said, he firmly believes that God alone is the doer. Firmly believes, not superficial. Our belief is a big question. We say we believe, but next moment we forget that and we act like as an ignorant person, as I am now. So he himself is a mere instrument and is a jivan mukta. That person is liberated while in this body, moving like us. He will be free from all entanglements. Total freedom will come to him when one understands that he is an instrument in the hand of God. Oh, that song, we several times we referred to that song. Sakoli, everything is thy will, mother. Sakoli tomari ichha. Ichha means wish. Ichha moi tara tumi, tomar karma, tumi karo ma, loke bole ami kori. Tomar karma, your work, you do, O mother. Loke bole, people say, I am doing. Panke baddha karo kori, your trick. An elephant, powerful elephant. You make him sink into the clay mud pond, no? And he is helpless. He cannot get out of that. Such a giant, powerful animal, no? Panke baddha karo kori, pangure langhao giri. A lame person, whose leg is amputated. There is a story. One lady, his legs are amputated. She went to the Everest, top of Everest, and hoisted the flag there. And she, with zeal, with energy, but by God's will, because he was inspired by Swami Vivekananda. So when he who firmly, that's why Pongu, who cannot lame person, you can make him climb this cliff of the top of the mountain, no? Ami Jantro, I am the instrument, you are the controller of the, driver. I am the machine, you are the machinist. I am the house, you are the housekeeper, no? So it is, everything is your will, mother. I am only an instrument. So that is the Ram Prasad sang, and Thakur Ramakrishna used to sing many times. So here, simply Ramakrishna says, following the path of householder and righteousness in the life, and thinking only day and night, oh Lord, you are sitting in my heart. This is a machine. Please guide it. Please, you are directing. It is you are doing, but I am mistakenly putting myself as the owner, responsible for all this good. That's why we do anything. We say, I repent, I did bad, I did good, I take the praise, I take the blame. No? So long we are thinking, I am the doer, our responsibility goes on like that. Ramakrishna gave another example, that why not you sit one next? Yeah. Oh, is it here? There you sit? No.
This is good.
Your face I was not seeing, so. So that is the ego and ownership. The whole world is running by that ego only. One country is fighting with another country. Ego. What? You covered my territory? Send the fleet.
So what happens if I'm thinking that God is doing everything, or I have negative thoughts that come into my mind, ego thoughts or whatever, well, how do I understand that?
Yeah, but if you see, really believe that it is God's doing, then you don't take the ownership. It is coming there, what is that to me? I am not involved into it. But we cannot do that. That takes whole life spiritual practice. What Ramakrishna says appears very simple. But no, we cannot do that, and actually it is very lifelong struggle. This is one path. Every moment to think, anything happening, oh Lord, he should be that student, spiritual seeker should be aware and make him aware everything. Every breath is happening because of him. So there no responsibility comes to you. Good, bad, it is coming. I am not involved into it, just I am feeling it. It is God has given the body and I am feeling, but it is not me, oh Lord, it is thou, it is thou, it is thou. If you say like that, everything, bad, good, goes away. Because we cannot do, all comes to us. See, as I said, you go to the, how many, suppose a bank teller is sitting over there and handling how many thousands and thousands of dollars, no? So some day they got $1 million maybe deposited, and next day maybe $300, $500. Is the teller feels any pain or excitement for that? It is, I get my salary. I am not involved. I only am sitting here. Whatever comes, I take it. And what does not come, what can I do? I am sitting here. So all the responsibility when goes like that feeling of the bad and good does not hold on there. But because we cannot do that, that's just lifelong struggle. I am not the doer. Say this and think that I am doer. Tell where the sin comes from you. Why the bad thoughts coming? Why are you? It is the mother is sending bad thought, so you are not involved into it. But no, I am involved into it. Anyone says something good, I am involved into it. I actually, unconsciously, I am tied to all the good and bad effects of our karma and our actions. So to detach, it is actually detachment. If I explain it from Vedantic perspective, it is total detachment. Anything happening, to detach. Bodily, mentally, emotionally, intellectually, detach. That is renunciation, total renunciation. These are happening in the world of Maya. It is happening in the world of emotions and mind. I am neither mind. Who is perceiving this? In the mind. I am not the mind. Good, bad. If the mind is not, where is good, where is bad? When you are sleeping in the night, neither dreaming, neither you are in the waking state. Where is your good and bad? In the dream you may have good and bad. In the waking state you have good and bad because mind is there. If we can go beyond the mind state, that is by thinking of God, the divine, no? I am nothing, oh Lord, you are everything, everything. Every moment, it will be like a mantra. Every split second, everything is, oh Lord, you are getting me done. I am nothing, I am nothing. So he's a Jivan Mukta person. He's a really free soul, freedom. I have the perfect freedom. But for us, so long we have, that long we'll have to take the responsibility. That yes, I did bad, I did God, but oh Lord, you are the doer. Please guide me so that I think of you. If you think of God, then where good and bad will come? We think of God, we do not know who is God. If we really can think of God, our pettiness goes away. There is no position of our pettiness in life. Because you are not petty anymore. It is a divine play going on, holy. See, in the stars and galaxies, we are thinking little things happen in this world and we are crying and weeping. In the vast universe, no? How many collisions are going on? We do not know. One collision is what? One collision happened, all the earth and all the planets have come out from the one sun. No? So in this big play, where is your position, where is my position? Did we have any position of how much intellectual person, physically strong person, powerful person be in the world, have any play to do when the big sun came, another star came, and our sun is split into pulled into the gravitational pull, and just by that time he is gone, and they started rotating here. It has happened by whose will? So actually, if we see from a deeper perspective, it is actually we have nothing in this world. Swami Vivekananda said, either you say you are everything or you say you are nothing. There is no in-between position. But we are always in the in-between position. Either you say it is God, everything is God, divine, Satchidananda, nothing else, all is illusion. Or you say, I have become everything. I in million mouth I eat, in million feet I walk. I see beauty through millions of eyes, and I see other things through these eyes. It's I. I am seeing in so many ways. That is the I, big I, the cosmic I, the Brahman, the Atman, Satchidananda. So this is the point. It is a very serious subject to say. When Ramakrishna said is simply doer, it is for practice I am saying. It is easier practice to remember that every credit I get or every blame I get because of my action, no? Someone will praise, someone will blame. Hey, don't do this, put it here. People say, I feel bad. No. But if we say it is God, it's God's will, it's nothing, I'm the instrument, at that every point, then what will happen? My lower self will be abolished and bigger self will come out. The divine self will come out. God's will function there. So it is a practice, to everyday practice, like we do, I am not the body, not the mind. This is also practice. I am not the doer, I am not the doer. Oh Lord, you are the doer. You are behind my thought, you are behind my emotion, you are behind my eyes, you are behind my ears, you are behind everything. Kena Upanishad says no. Who is there behind the eyes? Who is behind the mind? Who prompts this mind to move on? What is that power behind? It is only, the mother appeared and said, you don't understand? It is that Brahman. It is his power. So it is in the Upanishad that stories are mentioned, and all these spiritual teachers talk about that. So now Girish and doctor, they got into again some conversation and fight. Then he says that just I will read that. Girish to the doctor, how do you know that free will exists? Now they get into the fight again. It is said that no free will, everything God is doing. No. And Girish goes is asking the doctor, how do you know that you free will? He said, I do. No? Dr. Sarkar, scientist and scientific-minded person, he said, I am doing. So why are you bringing God doing everything? It's not logical. Then Girish says, how do you know that their free will exists? Doctor, not by reasoning, but I feel it. Girish, in that case, I may say, I and others also feel the reverse. That we feel that we are the control, we are controlled by another. You are thinking, there is no reason, I feel it, that I do it. So I can say, I also feel that I am controlled by somebody. That is the rational point. Doctor, there are two elements in duty. First, the outness of a duty, and second, the happiness, which comes as an after effect. But at the initial stage, this happens is not the impelling motive. I noticed in my childhood the great worry of the priests at the sight of an ant in the sweet offered before the deity. He did not at the outset feel joy at the thought of the sweets. First of all, he worried about them. M. To himself, it is difficult to say whether one feels happiness while performing the duty or afterwards. Where is the free will of a man if he performs an action, being impelled by a feeling or happiness? These are all intellectual discussion going on. If you say that it is free will, then where the free will of a man comes if he performs an action being impelled by the feeling of I will get happiness. So you cannot argue that you have your self-will. Master Ramakrishna is now he's reconciling. What the doctor is speaking is called love without any selfish motive. Selfish motive. I do not want anything from Dr. Mahendra Sarkar. I do not need anything from him, but still I love to see him. This is the love for love's sake. But suppose I get a little joy from it, how can I help it? Ahalla once said to Rama, "O Rama, I have no objection to being born even as a pig, but please grant that I may have pure love for thy lotus feet. I do not want anything else." Narada went to Ajodhya to remind Rama that he was to kill Ravana. At the sight of Rama and Sita, he began to sing their glories. Gratified at Narada's devotion, Rama said, "Narada, I am pleased with your prayer. Ask a boon." Narada replied to, "O Rama, if thou must give me a boon, then grant that I may have pure love for your lotus feet, and that I may not be deluded by your world-bewitching Maya." Rama said, "Ask something more." "No, Rama," answered Narada, "I do not want anything else. I want only pure love for your lotus feet, a love that seeks no return." This is Dr. Sarkar's attitude. It is like seeking God alone and not asking Him for wealth, fame, bodily comforts, or anything else. This is called pure love. There is an element of joy in it, no doubt, but it is not a worldly joy. It is the joy of bhakti and prema, devotion to God and ecstatic love of Him. I used to go to Swami Mullik's house. Once he said to me, "You come here frequently." "Yes, you come because you feel happy talking with me." Yes, there is that element of happiness. But there is a state higher than this. When a man attains it, he moves about aimlessly like a child. As the child goes along, perhaps he sees a grasshopper and catches it. The man of that exalted mood, too, has no defining aim. Therefore, don't you understand the doctor's inner feeling? It is the prayer of the devotee to God for right purpose, that he may have no inclination for evil things. So he is saying that this question of self-will, the idea of doership, is coming in a lower level. But when love moves towards God, incessant love, unconditional love flows for God, then there is no question of doer, who is the doer, what is going on. It rises above that. Though there will be some inspiration for happiness or other thing we see from outside, but in the mind of that person, there is only pure love for God. Narada said, get the blessings, and he asked for the only pure love. So pure love, as we say, that's why we also, when we offer to God, we offer the four fruits. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. These are goals of life. But much higher is the pure love. That's why we offer it to God. Oh Lord, please take away all the fruits we offer. To give it so that you become free from all and you go beyond that, all other desires, to love for God. Ramakrishna says, I too passed through that state. It is called dasyo, the attitude of the servant towards his master. I used to weep so bitterly with the name of the Divine Mother on my lips that people would stand in a row watching me. When I was passing through that state, someone, in order to test me and also to cure my madness, brought a prostitute in my room. She was beautiful to look at, with pretty eyes. I cried, "Oh mother," and rushed out of the room. I ran to Halodhari and said to him, "Brother, come and see who has entered in my room." I told Halodhari and everyone else about this woman. While in that state, I used to weep with the name of the Mother on my lips. Weeping, I said to her, "Oh Mother, protect me, please make me stainless. Please see that when my mind is not diverted from the real to the unreal." To the doctor, "This attitude of yours is also very good. It is the attitude of a devotee, one who looks on God as Mother." So here also we find that it is a spiritual sadhana. Ramakrishna said that I also passed through that type of state of mind. When my mind was filled with prema, the love for God, intense love for God. And this is the dasya bhav, or the servant attitude. I am your servant. This attitude of master and servant. I used to weep so bitterly with the name of the Divine Mother on my lips. That's Ramakrishna when he used to cry. People used to wonder, why this young boy? He was very young then. So crying, seeing the cry and weeping and sobbing and then rolling down in the ground in the bank of the Ganga, sometimes rubbing the face on the sandy bed. People used to think, what is going on? Why? Why he is so sad, no? But it is the inner call for pangs of separation from God. So I used to weep so bitterly with the name of the Divine Mother on my lips, Ma, 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 that the people would stand in a row watching me. When I was passing through that state, someone and then sent some lady to pull the mind or remove the madness. They thought, many people think in this country, no? When someone becomes too much God-oriented, in India also, they say, okay, give him a marriage. So that getting crazy. So, to make him normal, that is the idea. But whose love for God goes, they are not caught into that trap. They ran away anyway. So, this is the intense desire for God. But Ramakrishna's is Ramakrishna's is beyond our understanding. How much it needs a very pure heart. Mind will move towards God, as I always understand, that when mind becomes pure, it will not go to anywhere. When as much purity of the mind will come, so much love for God, so much intense attraction for God, so much Sravana Kirtana, listening to his talks, singing the glories of God, dancing in the name of God, absorbed in God consciousness, studying that, keeping the mind as if mind feels natural attraction for something which is divine, no? It happens. So the mind is pure. Pure mind means it does not go away in the objects which are momentary and transient. So that's why the one-pointed love for God only can give total freedom, and that is a state much beyond mukti, liberation. When a person develops pure sattva, he thinks only of God. So we have our sattva quality, we have our rajas quality, we have our tamas quality. See, tamas quality, when you are sleeping, That is the tamas, example of tamas. At that state, we cannot think of God, we do not know, intentionally we cannot do anything, no action. So, the rajas quality, when you are busy with the work, we say, where is my time, I cannot call upon God, no? And sattvika quality, that will always be such that his mind will be so attracted to God, so he will be in whatever position or she will be in whatever position, remember God, remember God, remember God. Huh? And that's a prayer also. Rabindranath Tagore used to sing that, oh Lord, wherever I roam around and wherever is my mind, let it respond to your call. You are calling me everywhere, to the moon, to the sun, to the trees, to the leaves, to the beauty of the things, no? Chitto amar jokhon jethay rabe dhara jeno deয় se tomar ডাকে. Oh Lord, I wander in the world, everywhere, no? But you are calling me in so many ways. You are everywhere. Let my mind be so pure that it resonates or it gives a response to your call. Yes, 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 I see you. No? I see you here. So that eye opens up when mind becomes pure. In the tree, did you see the tree here? And there is a bell, chime. And that place, I heard that Swami Sahana, our Prabhuvanandaji, saw Ramakrishna standing there. And he didn't notice. And he heard a voice, hey, I am standing here, don't you see? And he had that moment of great joy then. And so he is calling in so many ways. Why I cannot feel that? Because it is not pure. When it will be pure, as he said, man develops pure sattva. Pure means sattva quality. Rajas quality, tamas quality, and sattva quality. We have all the three qualities. When sattvika quality reaches its optimum, that is the point. Rajas and tamas reduced. Sattva quality manifests more and more. Then revealing factor of the divine manifests spontaneously. So he does not enjoy anything else. Some are born with the pure sattva quality as a result of their prarabdha karma. Someone is born. I was seeing that one child came over here. Her grandma is teaching her to do pranam and this and that. But she is very small boy, maybe 3 years, 2 years, 3 years. He takes a flower and he just wants to give it to the altar. And he's taking the bell and trying to ring the bell. Said, that child have that tendency. So he might have some sattvika quality from the previous birth. So it is, Ramakrishna says, some are born with pure sattvika sattva as a result of their prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma is last life's karma. Pure karma is there. Maybe that has put him to this new life here. Through unselfish action, one finally acquires pure sattva. Well, you can attain to that. Now he is talking about love, devotion. Not thinking I am not the doer. Here he is saying through unselfish action. Whatever we do, I am doing for God. That is the unselfish work. Otherwise, whatever we are doing, people before doing they are thinking what gain, what material gain will come to me. That's for planning, that is necessary. Because we live in duality. Don't behave that you are a pure sattva. So I don't have to think of my job. I will not have to do my planning. It is for a person who is like a pure sattva. But I am not. So we are in the level of duality. So here you make a good master plan. After this, what salary you will get, how much money you can earn, how you can save, all this planning. But then think that it is for, oh Lord, it is for you. Every action do, and whatever comes, okay, it is God is bringing, God is bringing. But it should not be a callous thinking of a tamas person, but it is a sattvika person's way of thinking. So through the unselfish action, one finally acquires sattva, pure sattva. Unselfish action, one finally acquires pure sattva. So we can all attain to that pure sattva because it is here. By eliminating other things, by doing unselfish work. And unselfish, Vedanta says, unselfish means you are doing for God. No small self in you, rather you think everything offered to God, offered to God, offered to God, unselfish action. Sattva mixed with rajas diverts the mind to various objects. From it springs the conceit of doing good to the world. People think, I'll do good to the world. How it comes? He says, through the unselfish action, one acts, sattva mixed with rajas. There, so long we are in the duality, tamas, we have to transcend with the help of rajas. Rajas to be helped with the sattva. But at the beginning point, rajas is so much, sattva is little. So we have to mingle rajas in the sattva. And more and more and more, so that sattva will be more. And ultimately, when pure sattva, then one will see God. So, sattva mixed with rajas diverts the mind to various types of activities. What type of activities? Selfless activities. Doing good to the world. Of course, this is also a conceit. Why conceit? Because that is not pure state of sattva. Pure state of sattva will say, I love God only. And niskamo, I go beyond that. He said that, Ramakrishna said, if God comes before you, will you ask, oh Lord, give me one hospital, one school, one college, I will educate the people. 8 billion people, how many you will educate? People think, I am doing this good to the world. Good, don't think of the world. The world is so big, we have no power to do anything. Let us do good to ourselves. And with that good, something, that's why Atmana Mokshartam Jagad Hitaya. That's the motto of this Ramakrishna Order Vedanta Society. For your own self-realization, you improve your quality tamas to rajas to sattva. And with that process, your heart will spring to do something for the others spontaneously. And that is actually brings ultimate good. To do good to the world is extremely difficult for such an insignificant creature as a man. But there is no harm in doing good to others in an unselfish spirit. But Ramakrishna says to good to the other, extremely difficult for such an insignificant creature, and it is a conceit from the standpoint of the higher standpoint. Only one who sees God everywhere, from that standpoint, it is much lower. But there is no harm for us. We are in the middle, so we will have to do unselfish work to purify our mind. So we get mixed up when we listen to gospel or any scripture, words in talking from different platforms, higher state, lower state, middle state. No. When you don't understand the background, then you get mixed. Hey, Ramakrishna, now he said it will not be, it is all bondage, it is maya, it is conceit, and now he is saying it is good. Why? Because it is not, I am not in the pure state of sattva. Till I reach that, this karma is necessary. Our Upanishad says, Kurvanneveha karmani jijivishet satagnusama aha. You are to, if you live for 100 years, Isha Upanishad says, you are to perform karma. And karma, first self is, or our self-oriented goal-oriented. Goal-oriented, goal always will be there, but more greed-oriented. And then it will be improved, pure karma will be purified heart will be pure. Then it's Isha Avasham. Then you see, you can cover the whole universe with God and God alone. So, therefore, but there is no harm in doing good to others in a selfish, unselfish spirit. This is called unselfish action. It is highly beneficial for a person to try to perform such action, but no means all succeed, for it is very difficult. Everyone must work. Only one or two renounce action. Rarely do you find a man who has developed pure sattva. Through disinterested action, sattva mixed with rajas gradually turns into pure sattva. No sooner does a man develop pure sattva than he realizes God through his grace. So, do selfless work. Do good to others. Do think that you are serving others, no, with this attitude. And then, no sooner a rajas gradually turns into pure sattva, and mind will be more purified. As the mind will be purified, you will see that you are doing for God only. Now you are telling my mind, I am doing for God, but I forget. I am doing for God, I forget. No? But by this practice, constant practice, when mind will be pure, mind will tell me, hey, I did it for God. I did it for God. It will return the effect of my sadhana. Ordinary people cannot understand pure sattva. So that is the teaching today. We end here. Next day we will read the reading of that Tuesday, October 27, 1885, on page 895. So, what is this? Sum and substance is that we should have to develop the idea that God is the doer, not us, and to crave for pure love, which for God. And the third point, to rise our consciousness from tamas to rajas to sattva, and to the pure sattva, and do good to others. Help, this policy helps us to purify the mind, and mind purified, ultimately absolutely pure, then the mind will be turned towards God and God alone. See God and God alone. Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om Tat Sat, Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Tomorrow, Swami Sumanashananda, no? Naki who's? So tomorrow Swami Sumanashananda will be speaking. Tomorrow ki? Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga. At 7:30. So please come. And I have only one question. So when Ramakrishna cried for Divine Mother with pangs of separation, was it just Leela, or did he really feel separated from her? Yes, he felt separated from her. He is not making a fun or show. But, you know, when God comes down, he will have to take some type of maya, impose upon him. Because we are bound by maya. I have no freedom to get out of maya. But he has the freedom. But he puts a veil intentionally. When you put a veil, then you take a human body. So human imperfection will come. Body will act. That's why cancer came. It's a physical thing. So similarly, actually when he took the idea that I am a human being, and showing us the whole world how we should cry for God. And actually when he cried with serious intensity, because he has adapted the idea of ordinary person like us. So, yes, Ramakrishna is not making a fuss or a show of this pangs of separation. No. Because he's coming down from the absolute state to the state of pure consciousness, pure mind. And that's showing that when your mind becomes pure, you will be like me. You will cry like that. Your experiences will be the same. That's why Swami Vivekananda said, if you want to understand anything in spirituality, read Ramakrishna's life and match with his experiences. All the explanations of the Upanishads then will be fruitful, understandable. So this is the point. No, he did not do any show, but it is actually he came down as a human being, taking the human imperfections. That's why in the Great Master, or what you call divine play, it is said Ramakrishna, there is a chapter, Deva Manava. He is a human and divine, two playing together. He knows his divinity. When he remembers, that's a different thing. But he does not want to remember while he is teaching. He is a world teacher. Because we are reading that and we find inspiration. We are also spending our days very happily. But Ramakrishna, when the sun used to set on the western horizon, on the bank of the Ganga, and he used to stand and he used to start crying. Oh mother, another day is gone. Today's day is gone. I have not seen you. Oh ma, please come. And he feels the emotion of crying and weeping and praying, no? Showing us, you people, be aware. Today is gone. What happened? How much you have progressed towards God. So pray, cry, pray. That is the lesson. So this is the purpose of Avataro, doing so much, accepting so much trouble to come down and do all these things, taking the human attitude. It is by volition, by his own wish, God is taken this human. So such a Bhagavan, that's why that Bhagavan, he comes down as avatar. So yes. Another question, what exactly is Sankalpa? How to use it for progress? Sankalpa means resolution. Sankalpa means resolution. We can think, I take a resolution, I will do 1000 japa. That's a Sankalpa. No, today I could not do. No, I will have to do it. I cannot eat because I have taken a resolution. I will do today. No. I said, I will fast today. It is a Sankalpa. For what? So that I can think of God more. No. So as anything, resolution, we take resolution for anything that is called Sankalpa, but we are thinking for God realization, to make a resolution, to do japa, to lead a life every day. Every day I will try to do this. This is Sankalpa. And hold on to Sankalpa makes us more regular in our practice and in our disciplines. Okay? Yes.
You said that we see the distinction between good and bad, happiness and sadness, because it's mother's play. Oh, thank you. You said that we see the distinction between good and bad, happiness and sadness, because it's mother's play. Is there a reason for that play, or does she play without a reason?
Yeah. Mother plays from fun, for fun. She has there's no meaning. Play has no meaning. Play, you see, two teams, say, in the same, you go to, before the soccer game, they are all friends. And then they make it, okay, you be on that side, I'll be on this side. Suppose sometimes you go on playing badminton or something like that. So it is for fun. You are 5, 7, 2, 3 friends or 4 friends. Okay, we will play. You two stand this side, I stand. It's all fun. But when they play, it becomes excitement. Then and they are just feeling depressed. You are feeling It happens during excitement. So this is the play, but it's all for fun, for mother. But we are involved into it. Who enjoys the play? He is the observer. No? But when Laker games happen here, what happens to everyone, supporter of this side or that side? So why so much excitement? But is there any meaning? No. But it's for fun. But we forget when we get entered into it, this, and the situation will become very serious. And it is so serious that we forget the fun part. But mother knows it is her fun. Ramakrishna was asked that it is fun for mother,
death for me,
but death for us. No? Because we are suffering. Then he said, who are you? If everything is mother, mother in you, mother in there, mother in there, mother in here. So who is suffering, who is suffered? Who is giving suffering, who is enjoying? I am going through the suffering. There is no two. Everything is mother. So in that state, it is fun for mother. But for us, it is because we are body identity. I think I am this. I don't belong to mother. This is an instrument. Mother is doing, so I have no responsibility. But that is a state we need to reach by God's grace, our practices. Thank you all. Jai Ma, Jai Ma. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.
One constantly repeats the mantra throughout the day.